Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Railroads Online. I am right in front of the smelter. We made it all the way down here. I put a couple tracks in just to see a couple of things. And I've redone the monstrous rail bridge that we had, and it's coming out further, well, over here. Over here it's coming down now. We're going 4% down instead of 3, and that helped a lot. I don't love it, but that's not what we're going to do today. Today, I would like to set up the whole rail yard for the smelter. I think I have a big plan for a good staging yard that would fit here if I do it well. And then I want to see if a train can survive going down here, maybe. So let's talk through my plan. This is the side where we can pick up the product, the steel rails. So just steel rails? Is it train rails? What is it called? Just rails. You can pick up rails here. That's the smelter. Yeehaw! So yeah, we need a pickup line here. There's no ifs and buts around that, but there aren't, and then I say it anyways. There is a humongous free space in front of me. Like this whole area is super flat. Everything is about this level, and there's a lot of space to do a lot of different things. I think that can be a really cool staging yard or similar for setting everything up. I've tried to put a switch right here where my cross is, right in the middle of the screen, so that I can make a triangular junction right here, which was effectively going this way and then just having a little slide to the right, a little slide to the left. However, I don't have enough room to make that happen. This feels too tight. Yeah, maybe I'll try it again. I would like to have a triangular junction here, but it doesn't feel like it's going to do the thing that I need to do. So yeah, this turn is coming right off where, well, this mountain goes in, and that's fine. Yeah, I haven't built a whole shunting yard, freight yard yet, so I figured maybe someone cares about seeing that. But if I put the switch here, as you can see, there's a lot going on already. Now I could potentially, no. See, I can't put a switch here because I cannot go straight. I cannot go straight in this situation. This is the first, and as you can see, this one is already going in a way that cannot connect to anything because it's way too extreme. So the other option which we can play with is getting a left switch, like so, that comes out this way, and we can judge if this turn is too sharp. Let's see. If we go here, and turn on this, and then go to about 30 degrees right, or 30 meter radius right. This is, where are you? It jumped too much because I'm on the 50s. Let's see. Can we, it is, what? It's about a 40. It is maybe a 35. I think because it's a 40 meter, we just have to slow down a lot, and if it really doesn't work, then we figure it out from there. But this is the first turn. The second turn is really the one that I had more problems with because there is not that much wiggle room. But I now also remembered that initially at the sawmill, we didn't have that much space either. So maybe this is going to work anyways. Let's see. And that's where you're going to join. Oh, this is close. I want to go not that tight. Make it a 40 meter radius, something like that. If we now take just this piece of track away, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there is a chance here. I don't believe that this is going to be good enough, but you never know. Let's do a left switch. Yes, I like that. Then turn you around just a little bit. I would like this piece right here. There you go. I did that wrong. Of course I did. Of course I did. There's no other way. Let's get this one switch right. Yes, I do need the second piece where the turn actually is. That is better. Again, this is a 40 meter turn. It is very, very, very tight. But if we keep that, it doesn't feel like it hates it. I don't think we're going to get away with this, but maybe this is fine because we have a very similar switch triangle, whatever you want to call this, near the sawmill, and it's working there. It's working there okay. I just know that I shouldn't be going full speed down the hill here, which that may be a problem in and of itself, because, well, there are things that I really can't control. There's a piece of old track. You see that? Yeah, we're not using that anymore. Boop. Off you go. Cool. All right. You know, this feels like a really sharp turn already, but we'll see what happens. If we derail, and then we'll fix this to not be this switch, because this switch is not completely necessary with how I'm planning to do all of this. What is necessary, however, is that I change this to have the switch earlier, because I think we need a good runaround track right away. It should make life a little easier. Let's see here. I would like a little bit of space in between, not as much as we had before. What? No, I don't even know what it's doing right now. There you go. That's maybe a little better. Can you go there? Yes, you can. Get this one gone and this one gone. That's good. Then put the switch right here. I'm only putting the switch here so there's a little bit of separation in between. Ooh, no, it's not going to work. It's going to look ugly no matter what I do. There's no good connection here. Okay, I didn't expect that problem. Okay, give me another piece of this. See if that switch is a little better. We may have to go back to what it was just a second ago. Stand you upright. Go like that. Oh, this is maybe just fine. You connect to here. Is it a little bit of an S curve or is it fine? It is fine. It's a tiny bit of an S curve, but I think it's okay. Why do I want this? I want this because... Okay, good. I want this because I need as much space in between as possible, because I would like an actual passing track going where we're going to go right now. There's another piece of this. Forgot about that. I don't know how. It's not like it was a secret. But yes, I want this passing track on the outside here. With the passing track... can I think I can straighten this out enough that it's not this embarrassing. Okay, let's do that. I'll get rid of all these. Then have track. Yes, like this. You're not finishing your thought at all. Okay, I'll get there. Get me here. Okay, I think this is on the money. That one looks good. If we go out just a little further than what we were and go perfectly straight, I want a passing track here because I would like trains to pass on the outside of all of these behaviors, because I would like to have actual wagons parked here. Is really what I'm looking for. Ooh, I have if this doesn't work, I have another plan. And for that, I just need extra space, because the trains that come through here could potentially be really long. And that's still a tiny bit of an S, but let's leave it alone. That could potentially be very, very long, but I don't want that to stop me from doing like actual train driving. That's what this is all about, train driving. So let's run this out as far as we can. That's good. There's a tiny hill up here, so I have to put a switch soon so we can make a sharp left. There's another small problem. We have to be able to get up the hill in that direction, because that is our connection back to the sawmill. I don't believe I'm going to get there today, but you never know. Maybe it's really easy and it's totally fine and no problems at all and all that stuff. I don't think that will be the case, but there's a chance. So now this is fine. This is... As you can see, this is not perfectly straight. I could pull it out even a little further. Should I pull it out just a tiny bit more? Just leave it alone. Why are you doing this to yourself? I have this thing placed now. I think Let's change the grid to have just single spots. That gives us a little more wiggle room for movement. I think if we put you here, straight bit, yep. Let's see how that looks. Is that without an S-curve this time, or are we still not there yet? It should be without an S-curve, because at this point there's no reason for this to come back. That is as straight as we're gonna get it. Love it. Look what I did. I made something semi-useful. Cool. How many wagons do we have to fill here? I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what type of wagon that we're supposed to use for this, so stop judging me. I don't know. This is about as far as I played the first time around, and then it got, I don't know if complicated was the right word or repetitive. It was, I don't know, and I had kind of had that feeling when I was replacing the track that we built last time to get down from the hill, but it still has me. I still want to play it more, so I guess we will just play it more. Could you get in here? That looks good. The new track building is making this so much better. It's not even funny. Let's see, that one got a little sharp, so let's take this back and this back. Where's your track? I'm an idiot. I don't know why I did that. I need to start placing the track just in shorter intervals, and then I don't have these problems. Let's run this all the way to the end of this platform, and then we can connect it like normal people. And then we will go to the other side, because that needs some work done before we can get a good, well, no, actually, no, let's not go to the other side. Let's see what turnaround we can get here, what radius at least. First, I would like, let's see here, turn this on. Let's get us to relatively tight. 130 meters would be amazing. But as you can see, there is, not 30 meters, but maybe something else. There is some ground that we have to contend with here. So 70, 60 meters is probably the biggest I want to go. As long as we stay above the ground everywhere, I will leave it. Not a crime to be just good enough. Where are we here? We're making some headway. And this is fine. It's just a really old track that is a little overgrown. I'm okay with that. We could make this go up a little bit. That is totally an option, but before we do that, I would like to make sure that everything that we have is about the same level. We definitely have to go up here. As you can see, we are in the in the ground now. So what are we gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about that? I don't know. Let's go up a little bit here so I can see the track still. This is turn radius just not going to be enough. 60 meters. I think 40 meters. Yeah, we have to get all the way back here. 40 meters is probably the right one. I do need this to actually turn around. Otherwise, it doesn't work with my plan for building a staging yard in the back, because I need one continuous loop around this smelter, and we have to be able to get back into that loop from either direction, because that should allow us to exit the loop from either direction. So it'll make sense when I get to it. Probably not right now. Let's try this again. This time 40 meters, because it is very, very tight. I'm not above putting a grate on here. Actually, can we do, let's do 45 meters. That's a good compromise. It's right between what we had before and what we have now. I really hope that this is enough. 30 meters is just so much, but we do have to go around all the way. And technically, I would like to be able to put a switch in here. No, it has to be 40 meters. It just has to be. Where's my, yeah, there's my turn, 35 meters. Yeah, let's make it 40 meters. I do need a switch in here somewhere. Oh, actually I don't. We can enter this circle that I'm building right now from like an outside of the circle, and then just go all the way around the smelter, and do whatever we need to do from there. Again, it will make sense. It's hard for me to explain it, and I don't really have a tool on the map to show you exactly what I want. But It doesn't matter if you enter the loop right, let's see, right here, and then once you're in the loop, you can reach everything in the loop. That's really the main thing here. So I just need, in the end, 3 entrances to the loop, and that should get us everything that we need. Let's do 40, and let's do this thing again. Yeah, because then I can make this turn completely independent of everything else that I'm going to build, because over there, that whole area, it will start getting steep and uphill really, really fast. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to put a helix in there. I don't want a helix necessarily, but sometimes we just don't have a choice. This works. 40 meters is just as good as we can make this. That's fine. Okay, let's get our, I guess sidings is almost the word that we want to use here for these guys. This is how I've been trying to align these. I don't know if it's really perfect, but I like to think that if, yeah, that to me looks like it's the same. As long as they look the same, they probably are the same. So let's put this one here. Obviously, we aren't the wrong setting now. Cool. There you go. I actually wanted you to go this way, but that's fine. As far as you can, we will build a stop here, so we don't have our wagons running over this. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. This one can actually run pretty far the other way too. This is our connecting track. Go again just a little bit past this. Now there is a track over here. Oh, there is track over here. Where is it? In the forest, right there. This is the track that has to be connected to our main track. However that gets connected does not matter, but it has to be connected. So what I'm going to do here is I think put 3 parallel tracks. Let's change our thing again. 3 parallel tracks that we can hopefully use to get all trains to all directions. Actually, let's do 4 because we're already here. Rather have more than less. Are they spaced the same? The track beds are kind of touching. That was my judgment for these guys, so probably. Let's get this one out. One of these does have to connect to the siding to our left, and I think that has to be this track. The other tracks can all kind of do whatever they need to do. Won't be the end of the world, but we need this one to do the right thing. And then there is, while I still have this set up the same, there's a chance for putting another track in the middle here, just because it may look cool. I don't know if we're going to use that yet, but it's there. And here we go. Let's get switch left for sure. And then I do want the front this time, but I know I do want the other side. I want this one to connect to here, okay? And this is obviously no luck. That's not going to connect to this guy. No way. No way. Okay. I think we should try just do the same thing and still switch left. Do the same thing from here. So we have some distance that goes away. From here, it's definitely going to connect to that. But we are way past our turning point here. That is not the end of the world, though. Now I have an endpoint right here that I can probably run a full turn to connect to our initial starting position with the automatic tool, or more automatic tool. And we'll see how that goes. Now, there is room to have that extra switch in here, so let's do that. Yes, this side looks great. And I'm just going to extend from here, and that should be fine. Let's see. Close. Close, but no cigar. Do this. This is going to be ugly, I have a feeling. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Let's leave that alone. Remove this. Get me this track out here. It's a nice long track, and that's a pretty good... We can store some extra cordwood right here if we wanted to. And the shunter can take care of whatever needs to be taken care of at this point. And these are all parallel tracks at this point, so that's Great. Yeah, park you here. We're going to put some stops there eventually. So that's good so far. Now here, we had a switch in here already, and there's no good reason not to use the next switch, and actually that will help us get the track really parallel and doing what we need it to do. Okay, put some of those things in there. This has to be a right switch with the switch on the right. That's good. And then here we can just build out however far we want to build it with these switches. So there's one. We can probably do 4. We can do a lot of these. There's nothing that stops us. And as you can see, this is what's going to give us the spacing for all these extra tracks that are already put down. They're not that far off, but they're wrong. And it looks like this one in front of me cannot be the through track, but this one is probably going to be our through track for the whole system, because there's always a chance that there are some wagons sitting here. So this, to make it the through track, and it'll be cool if at some point the developers add some signage that we can use. I don't believe it exists yet, so I'm just assuming that it doesn't. But if we can use signage to get things connected here, that would help, because that would give me reminders of what goes where, why. That would help. Okay, I need... We're too close. We're too close. We're not going to be able to get a full switch in here. Maybe here. Then I need this switch. That looks good. I think this connection. You can play with this however you want to do this, but I like to build way bigger than what I need. I mean, in the end, I can only run one train at the same time that can have as many locomotives on it as we can pull, but in the end, it's just going to be one train. I don't know if we're going to be able to make this a full multiplayer setup or not. I would like to. I wouldn't mind having that, but that's not currently what we have going on here. Now here is the switch. I don't believe we can get a connection the way that I want it. Let's see. I need you with this guy on degrees. What is this? Circle mode and not circle mode? It's really, when I say this guy, that's what I mean. Let's see where you come out if you're 50 meter radius. 50 meters should be fine. You come out. This is where the track is. This is where I want it. Yeah, you're not coming out anywhere useful. Now, what can we do here? We could have the outside track be the leading track here, the main line, or whatever you want to call it, but the only problem with that is if we go that route, I still need to get through this track, and currently they're only 90-degree crossovers, so they wouldn't help me that much. There's also the chance of, let's see here. I know that on the other side, this was a 40-meter radius to get around. Maybe we can do the same thing here. Let's do... I have a feeling, that's a feeling that's just creeping up. I have a feeling that we're going to redo the track that I already redid one more time before I'm happy with this. But you never know. Put you there, get you connected here. I'm just putting a little bit of spacing in between, that's all. Put you here. Nice and straight. Good enough. I'm doing this so I can put another switch on this side to... What would I do there? If one of these... Well, we said that this middle piece is going to be the through track. Maybe we should actually honor that and make this middle piece the through track. That would make perfect sense. So let's do that. But I need to build this out for this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be... I'm not going to know where stuff is. Get rid of a couple trees here. That's not bad. We still have to connect that side. Don't forget that. Yes, I won't. Wait, no. I am on the right place. This is the through track. This is how anything would go through here. So what I'm going to look for is something that gives me a 90-degree turn to... Oh boy, no. I mean, these are just way too close together. I don't know. I don't know that there's anything I can do from the position that I'm at right now to connect that well, but let's find out. 50 and 40 meters radius should be fine. Could I do this off screen? Yes, totally, but I think every once in a while I can show this type of pain too, just so you know what goes into this. And chances are you're doing the same thing until you find a setup that you are happy with. Let's see. Is there a chance for this to connect? Yeah. I'd say at 40 meters, this one can actually connect to that piece over there. I think we're back to my original plan where we're not going to have all of this have a connection to everything, which means this is not going to be a switch that goes both ways. This is just going to be the entrance to the circle from right here. The beauty with trains is they turn around very gracefully. That's what I'm going to go with. They turn around very gracefully, as in you uncouple one side and you go to the other side and then you go. Since we have a full staging yard, I don't think that's a real problem. So I'm kind of happy with that. All we need now is this all to somewhat connect reasonably to that piece of track that I have sitting here. I can't be sure that that's going to happen, but let's keep running the radius that we have given here. Well, you see what that did. It effectively could easily connect to the outside track here, but not to the swervy track that I have going on here. So to make this work, there has to be a switch that exists right here with approximately, that's the wrong one. I need a switch that goes out to the left. No, that's the right one. This connection. Switch that lives here. Then this piece has to connect to whatever is coming down from the hill. Now, that will be going up the hill at some point, so it's not that simple, and there's not a lot of room for this to just come down, so that's annoying. Also, I did not place this switch straight from the track that's coming here, so I have to do that. That's fine, that's fine. It's not really a problem. This is also the mainline piece, so it makes sense that this is the main entrance to that whole sector. Let's see. We're no longer 40 meters. Let's go straight again. I'm assuming at this point you're following what I'm trying to do. Let's see what I can come up with. Oh, I think I have an out here. This piece is coming around the bend really sharp because the bridge was ending here. But if I can get up there 2.5%, I think I can get down there at about 3% without that inside turn that we just saw. Let's see how this one ends up. Yes, you're 2.5% up right now instead of down, but that's not going to stop me. I think this could totally work. It gives me the access to get into that loop, and we can connect into that loop however we want. That's what we have the staging yard for. Okay, so it's here. I just want to see how low we have to go. It's 2.5% up. Okay. 5% is a little more than I want. I don't like that the refreshing doesn't work right now. It's not 4%. It's... yeah, it's about 4.5%. That is the steepest grade that I have in some other places, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. Don't know if this has to be a stone foundation here, but it is. So let's just judge that for what this actually has to be. The only problem with stone foundations like this is you cannot run through them if you ever have to get to the other side for whatever reason. But that's fine. That's fine. There are a million other ways to do this. This is also a problem. If If I can't get this tree, I have to redo the whole thing. Oh, I hear something. Are you gonna do something? There you go. Now it's exploding. Yeah, if you can't get the trees out, you don't really have a choice. You just have to redo that whole piece. But there you go. This is almost a straight piece. This bridge is already relatively low. We could... No, it's 4% pretty much the whole way. I don't want to mess with that. So this is fine. This is good. That gets us into the loop. We still have to connect the other side. And I do still need to get a connection into the loop from that direction. Let's call it, what is this? This is south, from the south side. Entering the smelter from the south side needs a different type of connection, which I don't even know if we can reach it, where I'm hoping that we are over there. It's totally possible that we have to go once around the whole property. Maybe not, though. If we're really lucky, maybe we're just fine. It would also be a good idea to load up the ore cars before we head down here, because then we already have the first load of stuff down here. It'll make my train a lot heavier, but oh well. Should be fine. Let's see. This connection is... There's a switch that goes out that way, and this is a switch that goes out this way. Yep, we definitely need there to be another switch right here. And I think it would make the most sense if that switch goes... It's a left switch? Put that thing in there. Left switch. Switch right. Should be fine. And now we just have to hope that we can get a relatively decent track connection from the other side of the smelter, and then I would feel pretty good. As you can see, we're already slightly going uphill. We already are going a lot uphill, so how about we just adjust this to have a slight slope to it? I don't think it's good to have a switch on a slope, but we don't have a choice. I cannot make this adjustment. Okay, so before we can turn, let's see if we can get this connected with like a... I don't know, this much? 2 degrees up? Nope. 3 degrees up? Nope. That's going to be too much for a train to handle, even if we just go downhill. So, yeah, that's not going to work. Now what do we do? Well, we have to get onto this track somehow. I cannot elevate it in the current behavior. Can I, let's see, can I make this piece, just has to be a relatively short piece. Let's go up at 3 degrees, because why not? Yeah, 3 degrees is fine. Go up at 3 degrees right there. If we connect a switch now, does that switch have the same incline? That's the wrong way. Does that switch have the same incline as before? No, it looks like, yeah, the switch is always flat, and the track here just went up a little bit, so that's not what we needed either. If I can't get up here, there's no hope. Okay, this is 3%. Not helpful. Let's do like this. All the way over here. I always say 50 is, but it's ugly, but it works. I think we can even get a 60 out of here, even a 70. Okay, let's call this. Let's call. Yep, all the track is out. That's what we needed right here. This is why I get frustrated. Or this is why this is sometimes the play. So I'm saying, no more. It's just silly complicated now, and it's not necessary that way. So that's fine. If we do a smooth 2% all the way around here, can we get somewhere? No, we're way too far. Okay, let's get to 35. We have the wrong road bed selected there. Let's try that again. I really just want it to be connected to the other side, hoping that it's not going to be too tight. But I do want to see what our actual connection turn radius looks like here. So let's make it 38. Okay. Can we get over the mountain that is in our face now? No. 4.5, 5%. There is no way at 5% that we're going to get back down to this spot. No way. No way. There's nothing there. Okay, let's see what the game does if I just let it put its own track in without, I don't know, without stuff. I don't think it's going to work, honestly. Can I... Trying to think if there's a good way to angle this over. I think there is a chance. I don't think that the angle is really what we need, because right now we're just trying to do a 90-degree angle, but on that side, over there, the track is a lot further along than it is on this side. That's really the problem here. But let's see. If I can try to connect you just wildly, what will you give me? I'm assuming it goes straight for the mountain, but it is what it is right now. Okay, there is the connection. You should be able... Nope. Yeah, the game says, no, you're not. Okay, so the alternative is just a full-on switch here that we don't have an actual loop to go around this whole situation. It's not really what I want. It's not really what I want at all. What other options do we have? Okay, I see a few options here that I'm going to try right now. I don't know if it's going to work, but I don't really see another option at this point in time, so just bear with me. We can angle everything a lot closer to what the final angle will be, so instead of having to go 90 degrees around, we can probably go a 75-degree turn. To do that, I just need to continue these switches. Let's see. Yeah, this switch. Put one right here, put one... Wrong switch. I need the... Pretty sure it was the right one. I need this one. Did I just connect it to the wrong piece? Probably. I need this right here. Yeah, that's better. So that should connect there. And then we could just do one more or two more. One more there that connects to that track, and then the last one should connect to... Come on. The last one is still above ground. That is excellent. And connects to that thing. Now, how would we... Let's see here. Trying to think. I want one to continue that way and one to go right. So let's get a right switch. Switch right. This one, probably want to turn the switch leather to the other side. Yeah, this is the problem. Now we're in the ground. I don't think we can continue even at 5 degrees, 5%, that's not going to work. That's fine, that's fine. There is an option to take one switch out of this whole equation, which is not... Ooh, this may actually still work. If we put the switch like this right here, it does fit in there. Let's see how this reacts. If this doesn't look good, there's no reason to keep the... No, that's fine. That's fine. So we saved one switch going this way. That's a pretty significant distance. Let's not forget that. So let's get this one. Then I need the right switch again, like we just had it. Just keep taking the logs out as we move along. I'll probably go in between episodes and actually remove a lot more logs than what I'm doing right now. And now we can see if there is any way to let this automatically connect itself. I don't think there is right away. Are we even further out than we were before? I don't know. But let's see how far we're off. That's really what this comes down to, because we can place It wants to connect. That is a good sign. That is a very good sign. That's much better than what we had 2 seconds ago. Oh, 5 minutes ago, probably. Let's take this out. I want to see how this whole turn feels. It doesn't feel completely ridiculous. It feels very doable, and there's still one... Ooh, this is a sharp turn. Right here is where the sharp turn is. Ooh. Oh, that's that's too much. That is... I'm going to say that it's more than 30 degrees. Let's see. Turn this on. Go... That's the wrong one. Yeah, 30 is this. Sorry, that's just not going to fly. Okay, but I think we're closer. We should... Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that you can generally make 40 meter radius turns. You just have to make them slow, and then they should work. And, ooh, we're close. 1% up is not a problem. Not a problem at all. We still have to connect to that thing, though. Let's take you out. And see if we can continue here. This is now 2.5%. Okay. It's not the end of the world. And you just have to come back down. What is the down rate here? 2.5%? And as you can see, 35. Ooh. Yes, this is it. This is the ticket. It's not perfect, but this is very, very close to what we need. As long as we are above the ground everywhere, so we don't bottom out our train, I'm happy with this. There's a weird kink in here where we jump from 2% to 2.5% for just a second, but that should actually make it easier for our trains to get up this hill. I think I'm happy with this. I think this is fine. I also think that I forgot how the other side looks, but I think the other side is connected. I'm pretty certain the other side is connected to the whole circle here, the ring of nonsense. Okay, let's get straight again. There you go. Don't go down. Go up. 4%, I think, is what we decided is what most of our track is going to be anyways. And I am pretty happy with this. There's a lot of distance we have to cover and there's a lot of elevation we have to cover, not a lot of distance that we have. So I'm pretty sure this has to be a helix or some other fancy behavior that we have to build in there. Otherwise, we're never going to get up to that hill, which is fine. We can start just snaking around this valley, and that should get us enough height to get up to the point where we need to go. But this is a pretty solid start. We get all the things that we need. I don't like the switches back to back like this, but it is what it is now. Only way to take that out is to not have this many switches allowed, but I'm not about that. We can build out this whole turn later, and that can turn into our switching yard, and this is our entrance to get into this whole circle. And yes, I did build a switch in here. Good, because this switch should be our chance to connect, essentially to run a train around whatever train we put into those staging yards. Maybe we don't even need to access this vast area out here, because we already have 3 staging sidings. It's not what they're called. I have no idea what they're called. Either staging yards or sidings. I don't think there's a staging siding. But we should be able to get to all the connections from there. Now, it would be really cool if we can put in another switch here so we can enter this loop from a different direction, but I don't think we need that, because all we need is just to be able to put the train either in the front or the back of what's going on over there. And that would effectively have to push it out that way. This is a really stupid way to do this. I would effectively have to put the train on whatever the siding is here, then push it out all the way until we can access either this track or get into that loop, and then move forward. If we move forward from here with the track, we're not going to go anywhere. So actually, a train will always be on this side of the consist, and then go out this direction. Will either go left, that will go up to the sawmill, or right, that will go up to the steel mill. That is fine. And when we come in, it comes in on any of these sidings, and all we need is a train to run around on the outside. This actually makes perfect sense now. This is exactly what we needed. It's not what I thought it is, but it's totally exactly what this is going to be now. I think that makes some sense. How long should this be? I don't know. It will be at least as long as the piece on the left here, the siding that we have running, 120 meters. Honestly, it's not that big. I think the train that we currently have upstairs is pretty close to that, but let's make it this long so we're not completely ridiculous. Then let's connect our switches, and in this case, these are obviously left switches. I had to think there because I wasn't sure. Left switch, I think, is that the right connector? That is the right connector. We need about 3 of these. Come on. How? Oh, because it's different now. Wasn't sure how I did that wrong there, but it's clearly this. This is a left connector. We do need a left connector. This one with the straight piece on the... There. Doesn't feel right. Nope, it's right. It's totally right. It's just... I have all my thingies confused here. I think one more... Oh, come on. That's not where I clicked. One more of these. I know you want to. There you go. I did it wrong again. How did I... Honestly, this is not necessarily wrong because I need a straight piece at the end. Oh, we only have a train length available to do this. This is perfect, actually. Because all we need here is enough room for whatever locomotive that we have running on here to come out and turn around. Which, if we have a double climax, this should be enough room. This is what? 30 meters? 40 meters? 25 meters. I don't know how long the climax is, but this should give you a good starting point. Let's extend that a little bit by putting a little turn in there, or much better idea, let's extend this by using the correct piece of equipment, which should be this one. And then we have a more straight or more angled angle of attack. That doesn't make any sense. It's fine. Just let me be. Make this 130 meter turn. Make this piece 80 meter turn. Yeah, 30 meters. Little uphill. That won't hurt. This is just to get the locomotive and they can handle a little extra something, but the siding on that piece would not handle a little extra something. So too bad. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I did this wrong. Can you see it? They are all angled to the... Well, the first one's not angled to the right. The first one is right, but this one's angled to the right, and this one's angled to the right, and then the next one's angled to the right too. That's not how this is supposed to be. They're all supposed to go straight back. I'm just using the wrong one. So this is a left switch with the thing on the right. Left switch, switch left with the thing on the right. It's this one. And if I place you on here, then, yeah, that's a straight piece. 1, 2... Oh, there's a tree. I thought it was stuck. And 3 should be enough to get us moving. Okay, now that's all straight. And now we should be able to put in this just turnaround piece. I don't mind the incline. It will help me slow down a little bit. And look, we have a lot of extra room. 40 meters for a train should be more than sufficient. So that looks good. Get a couple trees out of here now. All we have to do is connect the sidings really quick. That should be just a bunch of straight pieces of track, so nothing should go wrong doing that, which We know that's always how this goes. Of course not. And then we can get a train. I was doing something funny, so I had to go manually put a straight piece in, but all the other pieces should be very, very straight at this point. That looks good. I think all of this is in. I'm looking at the time of the recording. We're almost at an hour. I am fighting with myself for should we take the train out? We haven't done that in 2 episodes, well, this one and the last one. I would like to, but honestly, well, going downhill should only take 10 minutes, right? So if we look at this, why is that tree still here? Go away. It's flying really far. That's totally an option that we could do here. The other thing that I'm thinking of is there probably needs to be a service area down here, and I think this open space would be perfect for just that. The only problem is I currently have this thing here, and I cannot put a switch in until I have a little bit of extra room. So how about we put 2 switches back to back until we have one that we like. So this one first, obviously, that one we can't leave there because it looks ugly. This one, we can't leave there because we're too close to that thing, obviously. So let's get rid of you, get rid of you. If we put 2, well, actually we have an indicator now for meters. If we just go out about yay far, and then put a switch in there that has the same behavior. Switch left, yes, like this, yes, and you should be able to easily connect to the track over here. Then we can have this just be a run out for for the service buildings. That's exactly what we're going to do here. The thing with service buildings, when you put them in for the first time, is you don't realize how far everything is apart. It's kind of annoying, but it's kind of cool, but it's kind of annoying. So the first thing that I'm doing now is putting in a really, really, really long thing off track. And we're going to put the service buildings pretty much at the end of all this. So that can actually work. There you go. So put a service building, in this case, I want the firewood depot somewhere really close to this that's still on the ground. Good? Good. I think that's almost straight even. It's not as close as I want it to be, but that's okay because this side is the important one. This is the side where we actually drop off logs, and that will be more important than picking up the little bit of firewood on the other side. So let's make some room here. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of now planning on putting this in because it takes a few minutes, then going upstairs and getting a loco running, and then running the locals down the hill, and we'll see. We'll go until we derail. How about that? That sounds great. Cool. Let's put a piece of track in here. Now this one actually would be a lot easier if it's a drive-by, because we probably want to unload, well, up to 32 logs if we want to. That is 6 cars? No, 32 logs. Six logs per car. That is 5 and a little bit. So yeah, 6 cars. I don't know where that number, but there you go. So, well, we're not going to fit 6 cars in here, whatever we do. I thought cars was the wrong word there for a second. That's where I stopped, but it really isn't. One more? Yeah, I think this is fine. So let's put in our stuff. Sure, you can extend all the way to the wall here. A natural stop where you're not going to derail, right? Perfect. And we just have to go a little further ahead here. I wouldn't be surprised if we're just going to do 4 cars anyways at all times, and then this doesn't matter that much. Okay, I'm clearing out a couple more trees. Just these guys. Obviously, we're not going to have a shunter up here at this point, but no, you know what? Well, we're going to finish this. We're going to finish this for sure, but we also still have to load the hopper wagons up by the mine. Before we do that, we can't really do much. So, yeah, let's make this happen. Get you. See, even here, I feel like we're a little, it may be a really sharp turn. It will definitely be an S turn or S curve. That's not the problem, but this will be a relatively sharp turn to get anything out here. It would be maybe smarter if I just turn the whole building around. But oh no, it looks like this is probably doable. But this is what I like about this game. You can actually build these huge yards live, and things will just work. They're not going to be perfect, but they are more than sufficient. So let's go up here. Yes, like right there. That looks good. And what I like to do is, at the same time as I'm refilling logs, I also want to refill my water. Excuse me, trees. So how about we put a water tower in here as well? Because it's a real service area. Put the water tower somewhere where I think that's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Where it's not blocking anything else. We can put a sanding house. Honestly, I haven't used a sanding house. Looks like there's same behavior. So if we put that on this side, I don't know that there is a current locomotive that has sanding enabled. So that's not close enough. That's not close enough at all. We're just going to leave it there to make it look like it's a busy service area, and I like it. I like that part. That's good. I think we have most of the trees down. I would like to keep a couple of them up, but honestly, clear your trees around these switches. You will thank yourself later. So we'll do this, and that's it. Yeah, I think this is good. We got the whole smelter done. I may build the track, the rail, up to connect to whatever the sawmill connection is, which is, if you follow my arrows, like right there where the valley ends. I may try to build the track up there because it will just be the same thing as we did last time, and then we have a lot of train running going on next time. Not this time, but next time. Does that sound good? I hope so. It is what it is, right? Thank you so much for watching. Still enjoying this game. I hope you guys are playing along or enjoying it too, because it is pretty fun. And yeah, I'll see you again next time. We'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.